Hey boys and girls, it's me, Mr. Sneedo, and I normally don't say hi to you at the beginning of a math video like this, but today's a special day because we are going to start using the Chapter 9 book. And somewhere here, hold on, I got a Chapter 9 book here. Wait a second. Here's the Chapter 9 book. So, if you don't have the Chapter 9 book, you're going to need to ask mom or dad to go up to Hate School and pick up a copy of the book from George. You can go up to the school anytime between 9 and 1 o'clock and just say, hey, I need my math book for Mr. Sanido's class. Now, in this chapter, we're going to do something different. We're not going to be adding or subtracting. And I know you're like, wait, we're not adding or subtracting? No, this is not about adding or subtracting. Math actually is more than adding and subtracting. And one of the things we talk about in math is measuring. And you might have seen this. This is a ruler. And sometimes we measure with a ruler. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we measure with things as simple as this. I don't know if you can see that. A paper clip. For today, we're going to talk about the words shortest and longest. We're going to talk about things that are in between short and long. And I hope you enjoy the lesson. Let's get to it. Now, we're ready for our Chapter 9 book. And you can take your book out. You can also take out a pencil and follow along with me. If I go too fast, just pause the video and stop and catch up. We are going to work on page 513, and we're going to do the top part together. So find page 513. You can pause the video, and then I'm going to read it to you. All right, here we go. Follow along as I read. It says, order 3 pieces of yarn from shortest to longest. Draw the missing piece of yarn. Now, the first thing I want to let you know is that yarn is a type of string. So when you see the word yarn, just imagine a piece of string. Now, the second thing I want to show you are the words that the book is using. We've got some new words here, and you've probably heard the words before, but they've got shortest and they've got longest. And there's another word I'm going to add, and then we're going to talk about them. But why don't you take your pencil, and in this middle box, I'm going to write the word medium, a medium piece of string. And write small, it's M, E, D, I, U, M. Now, let me explain all 3 words. I'm going to erase. Okay. Shortest. So the shortest piece of string is going to be the smallest or the littlest piece of string. So you can see that piece of string is pretty little or short. Now, the longest piece of string has to be the biggest piece of string. It's got to be longer than all the others. And I give you this word medium because that means we're going to draw a piece of string that's in between shortest and longest. It's in the middle. So the directions say draw the missing piece of yarn, and that missing piece of yarn has to be a medium-sized piece. It's got to be in between. So I'm going to take my crayon, whoops, not my eraser, my crayon, and if I draw that, is that right? No, that's not right because that's too short. It's not in between. What if I did this? Would that be a medium piece of string? No, that's not in between. It's too long. So what you're going to do is draw a string that's in between. And you can tell my red piece of yarn or string, it's going to be longer than the shortest, but it's not too long. It doesn't look bigger than that piece. So go ahead and take a moment, draw your string if you haven't already done that. And let's look at the next problem. Now, the directions say, just like before, draw 3 lines in order from shortest to longest. But you have to draw the lines. And let's take our pencil. Before we even draw the lines, let's write in the word medium, right in the middle. M-E-D-I-U-M. Medium. Now what we need to do is draw 3 lines. It tells us we're going to draw 3 lines. And let's see. So I need a short line, a medium line, and then the longest line. So you go ahead and try it. Pause the video, and then come back when you're ready to see the answer. Did you draw your lines? Well, here's what I would do. I would make a short line like this, a medium line, and then a long line like that. Something like that. How'd you do? Now, in this problem here, the directions say draw 3 lines in order from longest to shortest. So look what they did. They're trying to trick you. They put longest up here and they put shortest down there. Don't be tricked. And you can still write the word medium in here. I'm going to let you do that one. But let's keep going through these problems. I want to read some of the directions to you so there's nothing there that tricks you. On the next page, 514, it says, here's my highlighter, it says draw 3 crayons in order from shortest to longest. So again, they put the shortest on top and the longest on the bottom. I like to write the word medium in the middle. And if you want to draw a crayon, you can just do it like that. It doesn't have to be fancy. Okay, nothing hard. The next problem underneath says draw 3 crayons in order from longest to shortest. So here you've got to put the longest one on top and the shortest one on the bottom. I bet you could figure that out by now. Let's keep going. Now, problem 13's very tricky, so take a look. The directions say complete each sentence. So these are the sentences down here, but let me help you out. We've got a green string, and I've given you, I've spelled the word green for you. We've got a blue string right here, and I've spelled the word blue for you. And of course, we have a red string, and I've spelled the word red for you. Now, you have to fill in these lines. Let me read this to you, and I think you'll be able to do it without a problem. It says, the blank yarn is the shortest. Take a look. And then it says, the blank yarn and the blank yarn are the same length. Which two are the same? Now, I'm not going to let you off that easy. We got a few more that we can do together. On page 516, this one says, draw 4 objects in order from shortest to longest. So now you have to think about 4 things, and it can just be string. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. But remember, the shortest should go on top, and the longest should go on the bottom. See if you can figure out what's going to go in there. And then down here, we've got a math on the spot video. Let me read it. The string is shorter than the ribbon. The chain is shorter than the ribbon. Circle the longest object. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you the math on the spot video that you can watch. I'll put it in the comment section. You can click on that link and watch the video, okay? And the last problem, it just says, match each word on the left to a drawing on the right. So you have to find which one of these is the shortest and which one is the longest, okay? Good luck, boys and girls. Be sure to take pictures and send them to me in Class Dojo, and I'll talk to you soon.